Good morning everyone, it's Rachel here and Medieval Mirage Monday. Now I just want to say I'm actually here still in Italy. I am recording this today on the 19th of February. I had to, because I finished those other journals so quickly, not so quickly, but I finished them before I thought I would when I first started pre-recording videos, because I did start pre-recording more than a month ago. I actually had to shuffle them around a little bit, and the videos that you've seen were meant to go up on the beginning in the beginning of March when I wouldn't be here, but I actually moved them forward so that everything would flow better, except for the fact that you all thought I was in Australia, and I'm not there yet. I'm going on the 29th of February. So yeah, I haven't finished pre-recording my Medieval Mirage videos, so this one is in real time, and next week will be in real time, and in between I'll finish recording. I need to do 2 or 3 for March still. Yeah, so that's just what I wanted to say. I apologize for confusing everybody. Now today what I thought I might do is, I always forget that, you know, with these kits I can do what I do with my kits, because you know, Jarf has a lot of specific little things in here, and I sort of get bogged down thinking, oh, what am I supposed to do with that? So what I'm going to do today is something that I like to do typically. I'm going to grab, just a minute, I have to find them. Sorry guys, I just tidied up because I was in such a mess. I've had Easter pulled out for such a long time. I've just put it away for a minute, and yeah, it was really just taking over. So what I want are some of these little book pages. Now I do get comments sometimes, oh, I don't have any old book pages. If you don't have, like, of course you don't, not everybody has these types of rag papers, say from the early 1800s or 1700s or whatever. Of course I don't expect that everybody has that, but you might have some interesting paper from the 1900s. There's no reason why it can't be from the 1900s. There are some the ones that I choose to put into my book page pack sometimes are because I choose them because I like their fonts. So yeah, you don't have to have what I have. You just have to think about it, and we might need some of these. You just have to sort of stretch your mind. Now this could be late 1800s, but it's very similar to a 1900s page, so I'm going to take that one. And so you can see this is no, I think this might be 18, but it could be 19. It could be 19. I'm not going to use those, they're very thick. This is just mid 1800s, I think, that one. You sort of learn the different fonts and the feels of the paper. I've already got some of those. Oh, here we go. Here's this one. Does it have a date on it? Oh, other side. No date. It's a fun piece of paper though. We might use that. No date on it. Okay. Yeah, so you just have to improvise. If you don't have, well, you probably won't be watching, well, you might watch Medieval Mirage Mondays if you don't have a printer, just in the sense that something might come out of it, like I might have some sort of revelation and do something new. I don't need all these pages. I'm just pulling out a variety. But you might watch just to see what's being made or something like that. But if you don't have digitals, well, you might have vintage books or magazines and stuff that you can find things that you can use to do a similar effect. So obviously if you don't have a printer and digitals, then you're obviously going to be using vintage books with flowers and I don't know what, or scrapbooking papers, or, you know, sticker things and stuff. So you can still create something similar to a similar effect, but different. Similar but different. There we go. So what I thought I would make, I went to my Hoardy book today, and I don't think I've actually made these with you guys, but I've just got the piece of rag paper with a piece of bookend page, you know, the plain ones on the back, and then I've embellished it. So I think I might do something in that style with Jarf's kits. So I think I might choose some of these smaller papers. I could tear that one down actually. I might tear them down if they're too big. That's a good one. And they'll probably be a bit big. These are nice small. These are kind of raggish, these papers. A bit thinner than, like that one is too, but they're just different. So, okay, that one's a bit big. But anyway, Jarf might have some bigger images. But what I wanted to see behind it was the paper that I glue behind. So let me just go over here and see. Just going to move all this stuff off because that's not stuff that I'm using right now. Put that over here. I've got piles of things everywhere. And that's not going to be, it might be big enough for one of those, similar colour. So what I look for is these sorts of vintage or old papers with different, see, I like that. That one's going to glue onto there. And I want them to be a little bit messy. I don't want them to be perfect sort of things. Not that my stuff is ever perfect, but you know what I mean. I want them to be, that's not going to fit on there. Slightly, you know, imperfect or very imperfect, as the case may be. I've got lots of old book pages here that I need to move out of my way. And that's all written. Can use some of that. We can use this. That's good. That's a thicker one. This is good. This is a thicker one. We're probably not going to use those sorts of digitals. That's a thick one. And then I think I've just got worm paper here. Oh, no, yeah, just worm papers. So we won't use those. I know I've got more book pages somewhere. So at this point in the project, I am using original papers. Now this one, I'm feeling like it's a little bit too big. I think I could even have that on the back there. So let's just grab the ruler. I even went to the extent, even though I knew I was going to be doing a video, to putting all my stuff away. I'm just going to carefully tear that off. This I'll use for another one. And I'm liking the different shades of ecru. Now, what I will do with this one is I'm actually going to do a wraparound on that one. So as I said, if you don't have the really old stuff, which of course don't expect you to have that necessarily, then you would use more recent things. Now, I'm choosing not to have this too similar, the colors. I want different colors, as I mentioned before. So this one's going to contrast very well. And I may tear, actually, you know what? I'm going to have it down here and have this bit. And that's going to fold. Oh, yes, that's going to be really good. And I will just rip this off here. And that will go into my scrap thing. Yep, a little bit of writing is on there. And so I do think if you can, it's a good idea to have, I call it my hoardy book. It's a hoardy book. I'll tell you why. Because it's got, I put all my, you know, things that I've scanned. Because obviously I scan a lot of the old things that I find. And I need to have somewhere to put them. I have a lot of them in boxes. So I need to sort of sort those out and make them into books. So that way they can be enjoyed and looked at. I like those colours. They're fairly close together as in colour, ecru-ness, but I do like them together. There's enough of a contrast to make me happy. So that's that one, and then we'll probably get another one on here. Let's see. Not that one. Not that one. So these are all too similar to this. I'm not liking them. I don't know why. And then let's see this one. That one's going to be good. Yeah, so it's a good idea to have a little, I mean, Gail has multiple, Gail Agostinelli. She has multiple ideas books, which I think is wonderful. And I don't always remember to put things in my ideas book. And so those ideas are then lost. I'm kind of liking, even though it's similar, I think, I don't know, I'm liking it. So I'm just going to tear that off. I'll decide which side I'm going to glue it on. I may even, fold that up. I'm going to fold that up like that. So you get even a bigger shape, and maybe that's enough. I think that's enough. We'll put those aside for another day. Oh, I didn't use any of those. I could have used some of these too. Look, that one's quite thin. but some of those would have been good, but they're very thin. That's very thin. So anyway, there's a thought. Tuck that away, put that back up there, and let's get gluing. And so then we can we can start embellishing. We're not becoming anything. Okay, I think that's dry from my last session. So we'll put some glue on. Did I ask you all how you are? I hope you're all well. The weather has changed. We don't have the status quo today. It's cloudy. Of course, there's no precipitation, but it's cloudy. Okay. So that's the base prepared. It's not overly thick because obviously I've put it onto paper. Did I put my, I did put my bone folder away. I really went bonkers putting things away. Just give it a flatten, and that is number one done. I was trying to lift that off like it was a flip up, but it's not. Now I guess if I start to get too many pieces of glue paper, I could actually, I think I'll start doing it now, is just go around with my wet glue. And the reason why I do that is like swooshing over like that, you get glue everywhere. Whereas if you just run around with your wet glue, you have more of a chance of not getting glue there. Although I do slip off sometimes and get glue on my whatever I'm resting on. And oh, I just want to thank everybody for your purchasing of the books yesterday. I didn't even advertise them, and I was really surprised. You ladies are on it. I still have a few more, and I think I will put some more in because I won't be selling any books, obviously, while I'm away. That would be too much to ask of Steph. But he and Lulu will be, whatever I have in my shop, they will be sending out the orders. And, well, Maria will be sending, and Steph and Lulu will be packaging. And Lulu's very good at it, and so is Steffi. So he'll do the documents, and she'll do maybe the packaging and stuff. And so that'll all be normal. But I won't be putting any sort of, you know, occasionally I will sell some books. I'll go downstairs and into my stash and pull out a few. But I think I'll pull out a few more, and then that will be it. Probably until the end of March. Maybe not. I might not even do any. I mean, I'll have 1 week in March when I come back, but it'll be Easter, so I probably won't do any unless I decide to do them right away. I don't know. But yes, for a bit more than a month, I won't have any books. But I was having a bit of a giggle last night because I invited my in-laws over for dinner, and Maria hadn't seen these books that I put in. And she was hilarious. She was on the floor reading them because she can kind of read. She can't read all of the Latin. She said it's quite very hard Latin, as most of you probably know. But she can read some of it and get the gist. And she was just really having a ball looking at the books. And there were some quite interesting themes there that she knew about. And Juanette got an amazing one because was in the medical field when she was working, and so she did ask me if you ever come across anything medical. Well, I found a doozy, and so I was messaging Juanette with all the information, and I might have been in the doo-doo because my mother-in-law doesn't like it when I sell special books, but I can't keep them all, and I would prefer them to go to someone who's really going to love them than me, you know, sitting on them all. Because I've got, you know, plenty. So I was really pleased to share that, share all of them. I'm always pleased to share, so never have a doubt about that. But yeah, I did share some information because I don't usually have information about the books, but I did this time round. So yeah, I got a bit of a kick out of it, learned some things. Yeah, I don't, like, you know, sometimes I just thought they were well, you know, they are beautiful because they were 1700s books, but I just thought maybe they were, some of the arguments, you know, quite often they're ecclesiastical, religious, because obviously they're the ones, and noble people that could afford books. And so, but these, two of them were, one was this gentleman, I can't remember his name, but I sent a message to my customer who purchased it, and he wrote about the correct ways to behave, but in the book was 1700s, but he was writing about it in the 1600s. His book was first published in the 1600s. So I sent her the Wikipedia information about him. And that book was written, the first part was written in Latin, and then the second part was written in Vulgar, what they call Vulgar Italian, which means like, it's the first Italian that happened after Latin. So after the Romans speaking Latin, it was after Dante with the, what's it called? The Commedia Divina, the Divine Comedy, I think it's called in English. He was the first one to write in Italian, well, what is known as Italian. And so, but it was like kind of like Old English. So it wasn't the Italian of today, but it's similar to the Italian of the day. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm just giving you all this random information while I glue things down. Oh, I was going to do a wraparound. Rachel, please remember what you're going to do, because that would be very helpful. I need to talk to myself sometimes. Probably the first sign of insanity, but that's how it is. When you're alone, you talk to yourself. I could have a whole conversation with myself. Well, I actually am having a conversation with myself, aren't I? And the one that Juanette got, that book, that gentleman, I've forgotten his name, Marco something, he was the chief doctor to the Royal Court of Naples in the 1500s. And he would get himself into trouble because he believed in surgery, and not all of the doctors agreed with him. And he got into trouble during the Inquisition. I think he even was in house. I think I read, Maria was telling me he was on house arrest for a little while. And he was quite, he's quite famous, and he was very interested in what he called unusual illnesses. So unusual illnesses, yeah. So it was quite an interesting book. Okay, that's that one. And now we will glue on this one. Oh, and Juanette's had lots of illustrations in it, which is really unusual, because quite often the dealers, the antique dealers, not other types of dealers, they remove them and they sell the they call them, the plates, the illustration plates. They sell them separately to the book. So it's always very exciting when you find one that has its original illustrations still there and intact. Not all, I mean, obviously not all the books had illustrations, but that particular one did, and they were still all in there. And I tell you what, they were quite a thing to look at, babies with big swollen heads and things like that, which was actually well, I think it is even now, it can be a thing. But it just was so interesting that during that time, there were all these studies and theories. Okay, so now we've got that done. Oh, made myself feel hot. Talking and gluing at the same time makes for feeling hot. Okay, so now we need to do some embellishing. So let's have a look at the Jarf embellishments and see. Don't need cardstock. Don't know why that's there. I was thinking some of these little things. Not so much those, not those. Probably not those. Some of these might be good, we don't know. Why can I not pick up that piece of paper? Oh, it's there. Yeah, all of these sorts of things are going to be good. These little ones. Not the big ones. I'll make journal cards. Oh, I love these. These are going to be wonderful. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, I'll keep those. Keep those. Keep those. Not these. Oh, unless I want to use those bits there. I might trim some of those off so I have them, so I don't have to rifle through all the time. I might like one of those. And the blue. Unless I wanted to use them in the background. Move those. So all of there, I've got quite a bit here, don't I? I was thinking I'm starting to use it up, but I'm not. I haven't actually made very much. I haven't made very much ephemera. I've made quite a lot of pockets because Jarf has all the pre-made pockets, but I don't have a lot of. Probably won't use the big ones. What is this about? No, that's just that. Yeah, I haven't made a lot of tags or anything like that, so that needs to be done. Just seeing here if there's, I might not use those ones now. I've got a lot pulled out. I'm only rejecting them because I have a lot pulled out, not because I don't. Well, I might like one of those. Not because I don't like them. Probably, well, you might like something horizontal. All of these. Okay, and we'll put these aside. So we've diminished the pile of things to rifle through. Okay, so put these over here, and then I have smaller things over there. Put these on this side. I'm gonna maybe play with that one first, I think. Methinks. I think I might like this, although I might actually go with the horizontal ones and do a wraparound. Let's just see. I'll probably choose something bigger for if I want to use these, because I don't want to cover it all up. So that's why I'm thinking maybe I do want horizontal ones, because I can push them off to the side. So let's put these. I'm probably not going to use those. I'll put those over there. And I'm going to go to, I have some bigger ones here. So that's a tall one and that's a big one. So let's have a look at these and see. Might need to do some layering. Yeah, these, I have this bookend here, but you might not have so many of those. You might use some tea-dyed paper. You'll get a similar effect with the tea-dyed paper. I have a box of tea-dyed paper. I never pull it out because I've got too many things pulled out, and then I just get in such a mess. Let me just have a look in my Hoardy book at the sample. I did use fussy cut flowers, so that did make it a little bit easier. It's here. So just a little something and a little bit of lace really is all I did, but we've got Jarf's kits here, so I need to use those. I'm thinking I'm going to put it down or off to the side, and I need to have a little something behind it, I think. Excuse me, things flopping about. I could have even put more book page on top. Let's just see, create a bit of texture with the wormified book pages. Like I could just stick that, even wrap it around. Yeah, and I do like that. That's interesting. I might use my softer glue. Better buy some more of this. It's good for these damaged pages that are a bit more delicate because the glue comes off the glue stick a bit easier. But look, it does, it's like spider webs. And I like that because it's different font, different color, and different texture. And we just do a little wrap around here. I think it's nice because you just add a little something more on the other side, even though you want to keep it kind of plain. I snipped those corners. I was thinking I need to snip those. So I already like that more. I think I'll bring it right down. No, I might bring it right up. Just trying to see where do I want it to sit. Maybe up there. Oh yes, like that. Okay, cool. I'm going to glue that on. I might fold this sticky piece of paper over. And then we'll come back and look at them and see what I want to add on to them. We're just going to get them started. So then I can move all things away, you know, that I don't need. Curly whirly paper. And I wanted it up a bit higher. Ooh, yay to me for remembering what I said I was going to do. So that's a start. I have a wet one here that's wet. Yes. It's a start. It's not done, but it's a start. So I'll plop that one up there, and then I had this one here. Let's see. Really, sometimes I have to stretch my imagination to make myself not always do the same things. Does anybody else have that issue? Actually, not always do the same things, but then I sit down and I can't even remember the things. That's also an issue. Like, not only might I do all the same things, sometimes I can't even remember the things. Oh, I really like that. That's really tone on tone. I do like that a lot. I'm just thinking, I think I'm going to keep that one very neutral. And I'm going to put it just there so we can see all the layers. That's really, really making me happy. So I'll put that one on, and then we'll come back and with fresh eyes and see what else needs to happen. So a little bit of recycling here and a little bit of new. So I'm going to put that there, remembering I want to see all my layering. Cool. And I'm not covering, my goal is not to cover all of the lovely old paper or new paper as it might be. And look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Like I could have even done on that side. Okay, let's grab this one and see. I'm just going to trim this and see, and then we'll move on to some other design. Why I don't put my basket under me and catch my rubbish is beyond me, but anyway, it is what it is. I actually really like that, and as you know, it's going to wrap around. I knew I was going to like that one. Particularly good when the pages are small, these horizontal images. I think those square ones are probably going to be good too. So we won't use any more from that page. I know I've got some left over. Do I want to put it? No, I liked it that way. I am covering up the stamp, but it is what it is. You have to make a choice. I might even fold that like that and get a double whammy. I've got a little side tab. Cool. 2 for the price of 1. Very nice. Next. Okay, put that one away. Not away, but over there, so don't keep looking at it. And let's try one of these. It could be that I don't want one. It could be that I do. So I'll put that one, and I'll put that one over there. Anything here? Let's just take a few. Probably don't want those. No. I could have something like that though. I'll take that. Got way too many things. I don't need all of these. Let me just keep, although I've used that one quite a bit. I'm going to hang on to those because they can be useful. I already did, well, I didn't do any square ones of those. Oh, isn't she? But she's very pretty, that lady. She looks like a Botticelli face. Could be. Well, you never know. One of these could be interesting with the old hymns. I think they're hymns, or anyway. This one, I don't know. Don't know. I was thinking one of these. Give it a trim. I actually really like that. Okay. This book is not 1859. You can see that date. It's the date of whatever it's talking about. I wouldn't glue in an 1859 book. I'd be using the papers. I'm going to have that up there. Okay, let's try one of these square ones, see how we go. Glue paper. Oh, I don't want to glue it yet. I've got to audition first. Now, which way? That way. Oh, I really do like that. So that one's going to go on there. It needs something else, but I'm just starting with that. Do what you know first. You know you like. Fingers. Just a couple more, and then we can come along and fret and see what else needs to be done. Okay. I just like that little detail of snipping off the corner. Oh, and I do like that. I think I like it there with a bit of the writing at the top and the bottom. Writing top and bottom. That's what I have to remind myself. Okay. Of course, the writing doesn't go with the time period, but that's okay. I haven't done any florally sort of ones. I've done people. I like the people, but I've done people, so I want to do something different. So I'll see if I like this one. Yeah, and we're going to have some flowers on this one. I haven't decided on its position yet, but we will decide that now. I'm thinking up. Up and over, like that will do. So you can still see some of the font. You can see this lovely folded up bit here. Okay. Now I'm not sure. I didn't use any of these, but I might. Let's just start. I'm just going to get rid of a bit of the mess. Some of it went on the floor, which is okay. I'll just grab that one. And that one, and then I do have, what do I have here? I have some little oval things. These sorts of things. Don't want that. I'm thinking I like these. Okay, so maybe oh, I quite like that. I'm going to put that down there. No, down here I like it. Okay, and then it's going to have something else, but I just want to put an extra element on each one, and then we can move on. And I just want to trim this. Let's bring this over, so I'm not forever picking up all my rubbish. Could have that. I quite like that, and then wrap it around to the back. Or do I want it at the top? Let's see. No, I liked it down here. I think it was really with these colours. Actually, I might make that into a little tab at the bottom, because I might have a top tuck. And that could, yes, very good. Like it. Here, now what are we going to do here? Let's just cut this one out. not so much. Oh, I quite like that. Up there. And again, I like to just use that as a little protruding tabby sort of bit. Oh, I do like that. I'm very happy with that. Oops. Okay, that's those. We have this one. Don't know how much I want to add onto that one. I thought I cut out an oval thing somewhere. Now over here I had, oh there it is. That's what I wanted to see if I would like that. It's a bit matchy-matchy, isn't it? I'll put that where I can find it though. I wanted to see, oh, there's this little piece here. Probably don't need any of that. Probably don't need any of that. We do have some stamps. I'll keep that piece. Don't need that. Just makes it easier if you just eliminate the things that you don't really need now. Or I was thinking I might like one of these somewhere. Or that one, or that one. So let's bring the basket back. Oh, that's the door. Just a minute. I nearly had heart failure. Did you guys? It's so loud, our buzzer. I jump whenever it goes. So I just get back to snipping here. That one, and then this one. Okay, very nice. Oh, right. I think I'm going to have that one because it's just got nice movement in it. So, and I will wrap it around just a little bit of it. It won't be a tab. I'll just wrap around a tiny bit around the other side. There we go. Love that. Got two more, guys. Two more. I'm just thinking this one. I actually quite like that there. Do I like it more on this one? No, I like it on that one. I'm going to put that there. Yes, I'm going to have it going right on there. No wrapparoos. Hopefully the doorbell doesn't ring again. Okay, that's that one. And one more thing on here. And I do quite like that. So why don't I just put that there? Good. So we have used all the bits that we prepared. And we haven't covered all of the book page, so that can be rejoiced. And now I just wanted to see if I wanted to add a little bit of textile. So let's take these, move all of this out of the way. I don't even think I'm going to clip off the corners of these. I'm just going to, or I might need to find some more lace. I think I'm probably going to like this one on here. I can get 2 out of this one. Yeah, I like ripping it because it just gets a nice, I think I'll have the bigger piece. Oh, can I get another bit? 3 bits. Got it. Because you don't need a big piece, just a little one. And just have that. Yes, just put that on there. So, oh dear, I have to go downstairs and get myself another small glue book. No, I'm not gluing on there because that's lace, but I'll just put a bit of glue here. And I'll probably staple it, I think. A bit of glue under there. Oh, probably don't need to. Okay, and that one is done. Let's see in here if this will work on this one. Don't like the long bits, I'll take those off. Yep, it's working for me. Oh, I'm very pleased with this project. I've enjoyed doing this. So as I mentioned, if you don't have the odd, you might have some old ephemera. These are just 1900s bits of ephemera. And then just 1900 book page. Just maybe, you know, if you can find one, it's just the different shades of color and the different fonts that you can find, not on there, that I think, in my opinion, are what makes it look lovely. I could have, this is a lovely piece of old fabric. Do I want a bit of that? Yes. I think I'll just put some glue there. Oh, it's on the same side as that. Maybe I'll put it more in the middle or over there. Other side. Even though there's not really any plain space there, I like it on the other side. I'm just going to put that there. Sometimes I just don't want things centered. What about this one here? This one's going to need something a little bit bigger than that little piece of lace, I think. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Oh, I missed one. Kind of like that. Let me just see if I'll trim off a little bit more. I might trim off that limey green bit. Even though it's more modern, it's a color, it's more the colors. I like the colors. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that. I have it on the other side. No, I like it on that side. Just like that. And again, it will get a staple in it, just to make sure, I think. Oh no, I said I wasn't going to staple, but I like that. It is on the same side as that, but that's where I'm putting it. That's what I decided. Now here, I think this piece is too small for those, so that can get put aside. And what else can I find in this messy box? Messy basket. It's not actually a box, it's a messy basket. I have this piece of that one. No. I think it's a bit too regular. That's what I don't like about it. If I try to pinpoint what exactly it isn't working for me. Let's just bring it over. Oh, I've got some bits flopping around here. Oh, I like those bits too. I cut out, you know, some sort of doily, and I love this one for this sort of stuff as well. You can see there's a bit of everything in here. Okay. I like these too, see, cut that out. So maybe one will have that. Nope, not that. I like it off on the side. That one. And then I think I like this one on here. Okay, a bit more glue over there. Stick those on. Yeah. And then this I'm going to put here, and I will add a staple to it. And I'm putting them on the same side, but that seems to be the side that I like it. And we just didn't do this one. Let's just have a quick squeeze at this. Put the fabric scissors over there, Rachel. Don't want to be tempted to use those. I don't think I have any more of those little rectangle ones. Have a faux stamp. I might know. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to have something extra. I just want to, I kind of like that. I might like it there. Yeah, I think I'll put that there. Okay. Well, that didn't take too long, did it? I've kept all my little bits of texture there, and I might just put, let's have a look at this. Something like that. No, not really. I don't think I want those. No. The threads are all sticking to the glue on my fingers. I might just leave that one as it is. Look, I didn't get my glue up into the corners. Okay, well, I think I'll leave that one. I'm feeling a bit, now I'm feeling tired. So I think I'll have a break. Okay, so this is them. We've used plain or whatever papers on the back and book pages, and then bits and pieces of Jarf's kit to make nice big journal cards. And they need to dry. I'll probably put them under my mat and let those dry. So that is my video for today. Again, I apologize for confusing anyone, making you all think that I was already home visiting my family. I'm not going until the 29th of February. I've nearly finished all my videos. Not quite, nearly. I'm going to make it, so that's good to know. And so you'll have all your regular videos going, and mailing will go out as normal. It might be a day. I'm usually pretty quick to get the stuff out, but Steffi might get them out a day or two longer, just because he's working in the mornings and needs a bit of time to package things up. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.